This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Wednesday, the 11th day of December in the year 2019. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. In light of the numerous issues faced by Republic Bank customers since the bank upgraded its systems, Central Bank Governor Dr. Gubin today announced that there is active consideration of official penalties for such problems. The governor said that while there are no provisions within the current laws to penalize the banks, the issue will come up for discussion with the Guyana Association of Banks when the central bank meets with the association later this week.
The Republic Bank is forcing us in that direction, not only with respect to their current conduct, but in future conduct. We haven't threatened them. We are not threatening anybody. We want to bring things out in the open with all of them. This is what is expected of you. If you're not going to be doing what you're required to do, then this is a penalty.
Dr. Ganga said there are a number of people who have expressed disappointment in terms of the conduct of the bank with respect to its new platform, and the central bank is just as disappointed.
The central bank has also been very disappointed. The central bank has been in contact with Republic Bank to ensure that they are putting the necessary structure in place. But I should tell you, they have been very, very slow.
According to Mr. Ganga, during the last meeting he had with the managing director of Republic Bank, it was explained that the bank is doing its best to rectify the issues that are affecting customers. But their best may not be good enough.
And so we are ensuring that they are continuously addressing this issue to make it more, I would say, acceptable to the public. We are hoping that when this new platform is put in place, that they will be able to compensate the customer some way or the other for all the discomfort that they would have caused.
Only a few weeks ago, the government called on Republic Bank to put better systems in place to address the numerous issues and complaints being faced by thousands of customers all across the country. The Director General of the Ministry of the Presidency, Joseph Harman, said the bank must be prepared to put whatever mechanisms in place to ensure that the issues are rectified at the earliest possible time. After several issues encountered by customers, the bank issued a statement admitting that several challenges have been experienced since the upgrade of its system on the 4th of November. In that statement, Republic Bank promised to have the issues fully resolved by mid-December. As part of the upgrades, the bank converted over 15 banking applications and systems, including the core banking platform, the wire transfer solution, internet banking solution, debit and credit card issuing solutions. It also launched a new mobile banking facility and a new credit card acquiring capability. Since the completion of the upgrades, many of the bank customers have been complaining of difficulty in accessing services through the new internet banking and mobile banking services. Complaints have also been made about delays in the processing of payrolls and wire transfers, as well as lengthy delays in the completion of some transactions at the banks. More news coming up in just a moment.
It's bigger, it's better, it's back! It's GTT's plus size Christmas promotion! Connect with your friends and loved ones with GTT services to benefit from our biggest ever Christmas bundle of specials and be one of our plus size winners. Visit our website or call 227-9444 for more information today.
Big bundles for you. Big bundles for you. Top up a grand, we make a winner out of you. We got a game show for you. Game show for you.
At the most critical life-changing moments, the National Insurance Scheme is here to ensure that your needs are covered. Access reimbursement for medical expenses for various aspects of your medical care. We know that eye care is of utmost importance. Receive assistance with our Spectacle Care voucher. Visiting the dentist? Dental care is also covered under our sickness benefit services. Offset the funeral expenses of a loved one with costs covered by our funeral benefits. National Insurance Scheme. We're there every step of the way.
Enter the GBTI Quick Cash Christmas promotion and make it a Christmas to remember. You get up to $500,000 easy for anything you want this Christmas. Plus, enter for a chance to win fabulous items for your home. One complete 7-foot granite top base kitchen cabinet, one sectional suite, one 5-piece dinette set, and complimentary baskets of goodies. Apply at your nearest branch or online at www.gbtibank.com. GBTI, we see Christmas through your eyes.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong, be the one to live right.
Welcome back. Former Director General in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Audrey Waddle, is to be appointed as the head of one of the Guyana missions abroad. President David Granger today said the move is a promotion and not a demotion. Speaking to reporters this morning, President David Granger said Ambassador Waddle was earmarked for an overseas posting as part of his efforts to depoliticize the Foreign Service.
Ambassador Waddle is one of the persons who have been earmarked for foreign posting. We have laid down certain criteria. There are certain, for example, language qualification, and Ambassador Waddle speaks foreign languages, and that is one of the criteria that we've laid down, that as far as possible, ambassadors and high commissioners should speak the language of the capital to which they are posted. So she is qualified for a higher post, and on vacating the post of Director General, it was my decision to appoint a permanent secretary who would continue the administration of the Foreign Service. It is not a demotion, it is actually a promotion.
Last week, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced the appointment of a permanent secretary and the move to change a number of ambassadors and high commissioners. President Granger today said it is his preference for foreign missions to be headed by career diplomats and not political appointees, and he's moving in that direction.
It is not a shake-up, it is a planned change, and the ambassadors and high commissioners knew that the intention of the government has always been to professionalize the service, and that is being done. It's a plan that has been laid down and understood by the people inside the Foreign Service, and of course by the ambassadors and high commissioners themselves.
The president explained that many of the contracts of the ambassadors and high commissioners came to an end when there was uncertainty about when elections would take place. He said that with an election date now set, he decided that it was time to make the changes to the foreign missions. Well, let's tell you now that former acting Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions, Sonia Joseph, has been confirmed as the new legal advisor to the Guyana Police Force. Minister of Public Security Kemraj Ramjatan confirmed the appointment this morning. The post of police legal advisor became vacant after retired Justice Claudette Singh took up the position of chairperson of the Guyana Elections Commission a few months ago. The legal advisor of the Guyana Police Force is usually tasked with providing guidance and advice to the police on various matters, including on investigations and the building of cases. The position also requires advice to be given to the police force for the taking of caution statements and using information based on the gathering of evidence and supervising the preparation of cases for prosecution. In the recent public advertisement for the position, one of the requirements also included providing support to the police force in the training of criminal investigators and prosecutors. The advisor, as part of her duties, is expected to make recommendations to the police force on any legislative changes subject to review by the Ministry of Public Security. As Guyana gets set for first oil, the Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Guyana today signed a memorandum of understanding for the operational management of the Natural Resources Fund. Finance Minister Winston Jordan said the move was done in the spirit of ensuring that full transparency and accountability are applied to the saving and spending of Guyana's oil resources.
But let us educate on this particular piece. All of us are involved. It is not us versus them when it comes to this. All of us are involved in the proper functioning and accounting for the monies that will come. Right? Let us have the proof of the pudding in the eating.
Meanwhile, Bank of Guyana Governor Dr. Gobin Ganga said the MOU is essentially for the effective management of the day-to-day overlooking of the fund. He noted too that the agreement outlines the obligations of the central bank as the operational manager of the Natural Resources Fund, which includes receiving and accounting all deposits into the fund.
Everything is in writing here. From the Bank of Guyana side, we acknowledge our responsibility and we will continue to execute those with respect to the National Resource Fund and to be as accountable as ever and total transparency to all stakeholders.
Back in January this year, President David Granger signed the Natural Resources Fund into law, but subsequent delays in setting up the Macroeconomic Committee resulted in the fund not being fully operational. The Natural Resources Fund Act remains the only piece of legislation specifically for the oil and gas sector that was fully ventilated and passed. The Guyana Elections Commission has voted to renew the contract for the Chief Elections Officer, Keith Lowenfield, for another 3 years. His current contract expires at the end of March 2020. The renewal came up for a vote at yesterday's statutory meeting. The 3 government-nominated commissioners were joined by the GCOM chairman in voting for the renewal, while the 3 opposition-nominated commissioners abstained from the vote. Opposition-nominated Commissioner Says Gunraj later explained that he and his colleagues wanted the vote on Lowenfield's contract to come after the elections. He said the elections could have been used as an assessment of Lowenfield's work. The chairman and the government-nominated commissioners did not agree with that position and took the issue to a vote. Lowenfield has been in the employ of the Guyana Elections Commission for more than a decade. City Mayor Ubraj Narain was this afternoon re-elected to the post of Georgetown's chief citizen when the council held its election among councillors. Councillor Alfred Mentor has been re-elected to the post of deputy mayor, and longtime councillor Oscar Clark will continue to head the council's finance committee. The 3 were elected to the position with the full support of the APNU and AFC councillors, while the PPP councillors abstained from the votes. Mayor Narain continues to enjoy widespread support from citizens of Georgetown and has been credited with working along with other councillors and the administration of City Hall to ensure workers of the council are paid on time and there is an improvement in the working environment there. But Narain has also complained about poor cooperation from many long-time senior functionaries of the municipality. At age 28, he intends to continue with his efforts to develop the council's work.
I urge us all to work together for smooth flowing of 2020. Have more understanding, communication, and dedication for great good and dedication and serve our people of this great city we all call Georgetown.
Mayor Narain said he will be looking to better the services being provided to the citizens of Georgetown. In wake of the ongoing delays taking place in the Marcus Bisram case, Public Security Minister Kemraj Ramjatan today said he finds it extremely disheartening. At the most recent hearing on Monday, the magistrate presiding over the matter, Alex Moore, reported sick. Before that, the prosecutor was asked to file statements in relation to the matter. Those statements were not filed up to this past Monday.
Well, that is very embarrassing if that is what their behavior is. But what you're telling me there is rather disheartening. But I am certain that I am going to now talk to the Director of Public Prosecutions and the Chief Justice and Chancellor in relation to what's happening both with the prosecutors and, of course, the magistrate.
Ramjatan said the situation is worrying and he intends to look into the matter.
It will be entirely embarrassing for the state to have demanded his coming over, and now that he's extradited, these officers are not up to the task of ensuring that they get the documents in a time. But I am absolutely certain that the documents are all there. The police, and especially the crime chief, would have the documents.
Marcus Bisram is facing a murder charge related to the death of carpenter Fires Narindat, who was badly beaten to death after reportedly turning down sexual advances by Bisram. A number of other persons have been charged in connection with the same murder. Bisram is believed to have been the one who ordered the murder. He was recently extradited from the U.S. to face the charges. The matter will now continue on the 16th of December as Bisram remains behind bars. Samuel Suknandan is up next with Across the Region.
There once was a man named Stan whose business needed a new plan. Christmas was coming, this much was true. He needed some help but didn't know what to do. Then fast as a flash, 3 helpers did come from Republic Bank. They came with some. One had low interest rates, one reduced equity, one with approval so quick and easy. Now Stan is the man and his business is booming. Christmas is good and he is winning. Reach more customers and boost your business with a Republic Small Business Loan today.
Only for this Christmas. Get 20% off on educational tablets. Get the B-Link HD8 with 180 plus full version educational apps for students in pre-K to 5th grade. It's perfect for homeschooling. Get creative with the Edu Tab Pro 10.1, designed for professionals, teachers and higher education students. Whether you are an architect or artist, there is an EduTab for you. EduTab tablets were designed for Caribbean students. Order online or at Zune Online Shopping on Middle Street, Georgetown. Ask for Miss Green. Get yours today.
Special terms and conditions apply. Coupon cannot be used in conjunction with other coupons. Orders may be subject to local taxes and import duties. Discount price is promotional for online orders only and does not include local nor international shipping. Purchase limited to 2 devices per household.
They've made a positive impact on the heavy-duty transportation industry in Guyana since they've arrived. Guyanese are amazed at their power, durability, efficiency, and superior handling capabilities. These are brand new trucks, manufactured in partnership with German, Italian, and French companies. They have a powerful reputation for operating under very adverse Guyanese conditions and come with full after-sales service and spare parts. They're the most sought-after trucks today, with over 500 units in Guyana, and they're available in over 100 countries, including South America and the Caribbean. Be smart. Buy brand new ST Howo trucks today. Call 608-4998 and arrange for an inspection at ST Truck Guyana Incorporated, Block B, Public Road, Covenant, East Bank, Demerara.
It's bigger, it's better, it's back. It's GTT's plus size Christmas promotion. Connect with your friends and loved ones with GTT services to benefit from our biggest ever Christmas bundle of specials and be one of our plus size winners. Visit our website or call 227-9444 for more information today.
Big bundles for you. Big bundles for you. Top up a grand, we make a winner out of you. We got a game show for you. Game show for you.
Taking you across the region right now, I'm Samuel Suknandan. Let's start with some news from the Caribbean. Barbadian Prime Minister Mia Mottley today made a strong case for African, Caribbean and Pacific states to reorder their affairs to become a global united force in a tough changing environment. Speaking before the 79-nation grouping in Kenya, Prime Minister Mottley frankly questioned whether the ACP at this point stands as a fast track to the future or is a relic of the past, noting that it often takes a crisis of legitimacy, a moment of illegitimacy, to trigger institutions to change. Mottley suggested that such a time had come for the grouping. She said, "It is clear that the grouping must evolve from the cooperation contemplated initially in the Georgetown Agreement for the protection of the export of commodities from former colonies to Europe." Meanwhile, in Latin America, a former Mexican security minister has been arrested in the U.S., charged with taking bribes from a drugs cartel. Genaro Garcia Luna is accused of allowing the Sinaloa cartel of El Chapo Guzman to operate in Mexico in exchange for the millions of dollars. Prosecutors say Mr. Garcia Luna gave the cartel safe passage for drug shipments and access to sensitive information. They say that on 2 occasions, cartel members delivered up to $5 million or 3.7 million euros in 2 briefcases to him in person. He has previously denied any wrongdoing. And finally, internationally, Myanmar's leader Aung San Suu Kyi has defended her country against allegations of genocide at the UN International Court of Justice. The Nobel Peace Prize laureate responded to widespread claims that Myanmar, formerly Burma, committed atrocities against Muslim Rohingya. In her opening remarks, she called the case against Myanmar incomplete and incorrect. She said troubles in Rakhine, where many Rohingya lived, go back centuries. Thousands of Rohingya were killed and more than 700,000 fled to neighboring Bangladesh during an army crackdown in Buddhist-majority Myanmar in 2017. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. Have a good night.